my friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make plantain mosa. Plantain mosa is a very popular Nigerian snack that is made from overripe plantains. Those soft plantains that you think it is no longer useful, that you think it is no longer necessary. Plantain mosa is just like a perfect snack to use to utilize those plantains. And without so much being said, I don't want to talk too much, I don't want to waste your time. So without so much being said, quickly hit the subscribe button, please. Hit your subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Drop your comments. I really love to read your comments. I smile a lot when I see your comments. Without so much being said, let's start cooking. Here are the list of ingredients we'll be using for this recipe. We'll be making use of some all-purpose flour. I have already measured 2 cups here. We'll be making use of some nutmeg. I'm going to be using the seed today and I'll be using half of this. We'll be making use of some granulated white sugar, habanero pepper and onions, some salt and instant dry yeast, and of course our overripe plantain. So let's just get into the process of making this real quick. With the use of my food processor, I'm going to mash my plantain. You can choose to use the hand masher or a fork to just mash your plantain. It is not necessary you use a food processor to mash your plantain, but however, I have my Butchi Mix food processor that makes life super easy for me, so I'll be using that to just mash my plantain gently. Because my food processor can do the job all in one, I'll be adding in a whole habanero and onions, because while it is mashing the plantain, it will also mash and chop my plantain, pepper and onions all in one together evenly. All it takes is just 2 minutes of my time and that will be ready. But however, if you don't have a food processor, feel free to use your chopper or your fork or your masher to do this job and you will get the perfect result. So I just proceed to remove my sharp blade from my food processor because I want to use the same bowl. I don't want to make use of several bowls because I really don't like washing plates. I'll go in with my all-purpose flour, sugar and some salt. Feel free to check the description box for the full ingredient and measurement. For this recipe, I'm making use of dry instant yeast and I'm pretty sure that the yeast will be active. So I did not need to proof my yeast. I just went in with my yeast straight forward into my flour mixture just like that. Now I'll proceed to grate my nutmeg. I really love the flavor of nutmeg in puff-puff. Any form of puff-puff I am making, any form of yeast recipe I am making, I love to utilize my nutmeg, and I'm using nutmeg seed, half of a nutmeg seed. If you don't have nutmeg seed, or if a nutmeg seed is out of your reach, you can use half teaspoon of the grounded nutmeg. You can get that in a regular supermarket and that will be fine. Now I'll be using some warm water into my mixture and I'll just be mixing that thoroughly. I will mix properly till when the flour and everything is combined. Then I will now begin to slap the batter to the bowl so that I will avoid any form of lumps and my yeast can be activated fast. That is one of the secrets to making a very smooth puff-puff for masa. Once you mix all your ingredients, then begin to slap it to the bowl just like the way I slapped it to this bowl till it is very smooth. But this particular mixture cannot be so smooth because of the chopped plantain. Now just cover it and allow to rise. I covered mine for 20 minutes, but depending on your temperature where you are, it may take lesser time or more time. Once it has risen, open it up and just remove the excess air from the batter. By now your mix should be drawy just like this, and this is the perfect mixture of what we want for what we want to do. Without so much time wasted, you need to heat up oil for deep frying. So you need a pretty much amount of oil for deep frying. And once the oil is heated, once the oil is hot but not so hot so that your mix doesn't get burnt once you put it into the oil, you begin to scoop it just like the way I am scooping it in this video. You can use a spoon to scoop your puff puff, or some people even use piping bag to scoop their puff puff. Some people use puff puff dispenser to scoop their puff puff, but I am pretty much an expert with my hands, so I'll be using my hands to scoop in my puff puff just like this. And do you know that mosa is also known as plantain puff puff? Its local name is plantain mosa, while the English name is plantain puff puff, I think. But if you don't know it as mosa, you might probably know it as plantain puff puff. Or if you find it difficult to call it mosa, you can call it plantain puff puff. Pretty much easy and fine. We are getting there. Once it is golden brown just like this, as beautiful as it is right now, all you have to do is scoop it out of the oil before it gets burnt. And my goodness, my neighbor was wondering what I was making at this point. It smelled, the aroma was fascinating everywhere. The nutmeg aroma in the puff puff, the onions and the plantain with the flour mixture, everything was marrying each other perfectly. This can be eaten alone. Once you eat it, just drink cold water. Heat it hot and drink cold water. Or you can pair it with hot chocolate, milk, cold milk, yogurt, or whatsoever you love to pair it with. It is so perfect. Look at how beautiful and round it looks. My friends, you really want to trust me on this and you want to try out this recipe, since it is even plantain season now. I'm pretty sure that I'm seeing plantain everywhere and it feels like it is plantain season now. So let's give this a quick taste. Mm. Tastes very succulent in the mouth. Sweet, peppery onions, like the sweet and peppery balance between the pepper and the onions and the sugar with the flour and the nutmeg with the plantain, everything made a perfect marrying and combination. Food dey, food dey dis life. My friends, when you recreate this recipe, you really have to try this one, trust me. You really have to try this recipe. So will you recreate it? Let me know in the comment section. And if you will recreate it, don't forget to send me feedback, because I love to see your feedbacks. So send me feedback on all social media platforms, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, even on Thread. I'm on Thread too, so send me feedback on all social media platforms and I would love to see your recreations. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share this video. And until next time, my friends, I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye. I love you and I will miss you so much. See you in my next one. Don't be late. Bye. Mwah.